The Liberal National Party leader has spent another day on the campaign trail fending off accusations about his family business interests. Campbell Newman says his finances comply with the current ministerial guidelines, and Labor's ongoing attacks are a distraction tactic.
Campbell Newman flew into Conservative heartland in Kingaroy, but he couldn't escape Labor's attacks on his personal finances, like whether, if elected, he'd comply with the current rules for members of Cabinet, which state ministers must, within 1 month after taking office, divest themselves and otherwise relinquish control of all shares and similar interests.
I don't own any shares. I don't own publicly listed company shares, and that's what the Cabinet handbook says.
But the government says Mr Newman's financial disclosures show a company he's a shareholder in owns shares in a mining company and Woolworths.
And the evidence is here in his own handwriting that these are the shares in listed companies that Mr Newman owns.
Mr Newman says it's his mother's company that owns the shares and he gets no income from it.
From everything I've seen, there is no requirement to change anything under the current rules.
You're either a minister or you're a share trader. You can't be both. And for the person who wants to be Premier, they need to make sure that they divest themselves of these conflicts of interest.
Mr Newman says if he and his wife do need to make changes, they will.
Elisa and Cam will comply with the Cabinet handbook. It's as simple as that.
But in Kingaroy, the locals don't seem too worried about that.
You've now got the election also now.
Nanango is a seat to watch this election. The long-serving independent MP Dolly Pratt is retiring and former Test cricketer Carl Rackerman is running for Bob Katter's Australian Party. The LNP's policy announcement today was on agriculture, including a $2 million audit of farming land.
To find out what's out there, to find out if it's being properly managed, to make sure that it's protected properly against other competing land uses such as mining.
The LNP will also hire 15 extra biosecurity officers to deal with pest and disease outbreaks. Melinda Howells, ABC News, Kingaroy.